Can you think of a name of an authority in your life na nagustuhan mo o talagang rinirespeto mo? Could be magulang, kamag-anak, boss, or maybe your teacher. May naisip ka ba na pangalan? Many of us cannot think of a name because most people see authorities as people who deprive them of their freedom or the right to decide for themselves. If authorities are bad people, then why did God put them over us? This is something Romans chapter 13 verse 1 explains. Sabi dyan, every person is to be in subjection to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except from God, and those which exist are established by God. So yung boss mo, magulang mo, or teacher mo na ayaw mo, so according to the Bible, they are in your lives because God has put them where they are to be an authority over you. In this lesson, I want to explain bakit importante ang authorities sa buhay natin. I want to present a perspective that will allow you to understand the benefits of submitting to them and the blessings you will get when you do so. When you hear the word authority, what comes to your mind? Most people would think of someone with the power to control, give orders, enforce obedience. Ito din ba ang paniwala mo about authorities? Kanina when I asked you to think of a name of an authority you like, may naisip ka ba? Kung merong pumasok sa utak mo of an authority you really respect, bakit mo sila gusto? Marami ka bang naisip na pangalan? Alam mo, hindi sila marami. Kasi most of us have traumatic experiences with the authorities we have today and even in the past. Some of these not so nice experiences happened with our parents, teachers, bosses, and even government officials. I am learning that some people are going through depression because of cruel authorities in their lives. Hindi ka nakatulog sa pangungulit nila. Na-stress ka sa utos nila. They made you feel useless when you did not meet their expectations. What is it about authorities that you do not like? People do not like authorities because they feel they rob them of their independence or the ability to decide right from wrong. Most people feel they are better off without authorities kasi the only thing they see are our flaws. Na-experience niyo ba ito? In fact, most young adults today feel their authorities bring out the worst in them. If authorities are bad, why did God ask us to submit to them? Let me read again Romans chapter 13 verse 1. Nasabi dyan, every person is to be in subjection to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except from God, and those which exist are established by God. Sabi pa niya sa Romans 13 verse 2, na if we do not submit, we are opposing Him. Let me read that verse for you. Therefore, whoever resists authority has opposed the ordinance of God, and they who have opposed will receive condemnation upon themselves. So this idea of submitting seems to be very serious for the Lord. Hindi lang para sa society natin, pero para ma-appreciate natin ang authorities that God put over us, we should first understand the meaning of the word authority. Authority comes from the Latin word auctoritas, meaning author or originator. It refers to someone who is the source of knowledge, expertise, and legitimacy. Legitimacy naman, on the other hand, means the right to govern. So the authorities over us were given the right to govern from the Lord. In the Bible, you will find that the Lord gave authority to certain men to rule over His people, the Israelites. In the context that God is the owner of everything and the master of all things, then to rule over does not mean to have dominion or to have absolute control over people. Kasi the Hebrew word of dominion is adon. It is the privilege of the owner and master. So therefore, only the Lord can have absolute control over people. The men He assigned to rule over His people, ang tawag doon mga stewards, taga-pangalaga. When He asked that person to rule over His people, He is asking them to take care of the people He gave under their care. Katulad noong original meaning ng authority in Latin, God wants the authorities He puts over us to use their knowledge to grow His people and their expertise to lead them in the right path. So therefore, authorities are given to protect us. The authorities you have in your life, God established them to protect you. However, most authority do not seem to care. Often pa, ang dating nila sa atin is that they're only concerned about protecting their interests, not ours. Pero sabi ko, ang dating sa atin. The reason why we feel this way about them is because when you do not see your authority as a blessing, you will never enjoy your authority as blessings. When you do not accept their authority over you, you will see everything they do in a negative way, in a negative light, and you will reject their counsel. When you reject the counsel of your authority, what will they do? Alam mo na gagawin nila? They will impose their position with force. When you rebel against them, they will use their sword to discipline you. Ito ang sabi ng verse 4 ng Romans chapter 13. And let me read that for you. For it is a minister of God to you for good. But if you do what is evil, meaning you don't obey them or you don't follow them, sabi diyan, be afraid. For it does not bear the sword for nothing. For it is a minister of God, an avenger who will bring wrath on the one who practices evil. Who are these evil people that Romans 13 is talking about? These are the people who rebel against their authorities. When you treat your authority with respect, you will find that when you treat your authority with respect, they will treat you well. But you will ask, paano pag hindi magaling, hindi marunong? Ang taong hindi magaling and marunong, pag nirespeto mo, he will still treat you well. Friends, I need you to understand that authorities are there to care for you and protect you. Understanding this idea will help you appreciate why God asks you to submit to them. The dictionary defines submission as agreeing to be under someone's authority or under his control. Sa Hebrew naman, the word for submission is kaniya, which means to bend or to humble oneself. Therefore, to submit does not mean to give up control of your life. Instead, it means to agree to be under the care and protection of that person, your authority, not for their sake, but for your sake. Ibig sabihin, when you agree to submit to a person, nagpapaalaga ka sa kanya. Kaso lang, most people see authorities as limiting their potential and kontrabida sa plano nila. We see them as rule givers who force us to obey the commands they make up. Pero alam mo ba that I realize that the way you see your authorities reflect how you see the authority of the Lord? How do you see God as a master? Do you see Him as a KJ master who gave us many commandments to rob us of the ability to enjoy life? On the other hand, how do you see His commandments? Do you see them as rules that box you in a certain way of life? Do you know that God gave us His commandments to protect us from the terrible consequences our actions may bring? Let me explain this. He asks you to worship Him only so He can provide and protect you. Pero friends, think about it. If you go to other gods, paano kanya alagaan? How can He provide for you when you went to someone else? He asked you not to murder and lie. Kasi alam niya, pag nahuli ka, yung kamag-anak ng pinatay mo, they will put you to jail. They will be the one to punish you, not the Lord. He told you not to commit adultery because you will never have peace in your family, just like what happened to David. Friends, you need to understand that the laws God gave were given to protect us so that we can reach our full potential. The authorities God established over us are His extension. He gave them the right to give instructions to us, not to control our lives, but to protect us from the consequences of wrong decisions. Authorities will point out the wrong things they see because they do not want us to make the mistakes they made in the past. They lend their wisdom to help us succeed because alam nila pag nag-succeed ka, they will also succeed. Now friends, think about it. Why would a parent want to destroy the future of his child by leading them to the wrong path? Alam mo, pag nag-fail yung anak nila, pag tumanda yun, babalik din naman sa kanila yun. They will still have to take care of the child, maski ba tanda na yun. Why would a boss want his people to fail? Pag nag-fail yung tao niya, mag-fail siya. Many of us reject the counsel of our authorities kasi we feel they do not understand our situation. People would even say, iba naman sa panahon nyo, sa panahon namin ngayon. Do you know that I use the same line towards my parents and my bosses when I was younger? Nagbago ba talaga ang panahon? Are the wisdom of the old not applicable today? Friends, basahin natin ng Ecclesiastes chapter 1 verse 9, which reads, "That which has been is that which will be, and that which has been done is that which will be done, so there is nothing new under the sun." The technologies we have today are tools we can use to do things faster, but they will never replace man. They will just allow man to focus on the fundamental things they need to do. Unfortunately, most of our authorities do not know how to communicate because most of them are accidental leaders. Naintindihan ba niyon, accidental leaders? While parents want to have children, parents will also have to become leaders. Akala nila hindi kasama sa responsibility nila, ba't kasama yun sa responsibility nila? Yung boss mo, nung wala nang magli-lead and kailangan may i-promote, kumuha sila ng taong magaling, minsan ayaw niya maging boss. So accidental leaders sila. And in their desire to guide and protect you, sometimes they express their fear in anger. Minsan they do not seem to listen because they already know what is coming. They get irritated when you insist on what you want, maski wala ka pang experience. Friends, you need to learn how to use your leaders to your advantage. But in order for you to do this, you must first see them as a blessing. Let me explain what I mean. Years ago, a friend asked my opinion about succession planning kasi meron siyang tinuturo ang kumpanya. Sabi niya sa akin he was encountering problems in the company because not everybody was cooperating. Ang ginawa ng kumpanya, every senior manager has an apprentice, so junior manager. Sabi niya the plan is failing because nagkakaroon ng conflict between the senior manager and their junior counterpart. He said the senior manager seems to be insecure about the situation. Kaya hindi sila nakikinig sa junior managers. The junior managers have a lot of nice ideas pero ayaw i-implement ng senior manager. So nag-aaway sila. The junior managers are frustrated kasi daw the senior managers would not allow them to have more control. Do you understand the situation? Do you understand the complexity? So ito sabi ko sa kaibigan ko, the root of the problem is not that the senior managers are insecure about their position. Kasi they bought into the plan already. The whole company agreed kasama yung mga senior managers. But the reason they are not listening to the junior managers is that the junior managers are not listening to them. I explained that the goal of succession planning is for the junior officers to learn from those above them. While they may have new ideas based on the knowledge they have acquired from school and the books that they have read, their senior officers have wisdom based on experience. If the junior officer would like to succeed faster, they must take time to learn from the wisdom of the senior managers. If they are wise, they will humble themselves by not wanting to be in control now so that they can be better when they take over the position of the senior managers. Friends, this is true for our parents and our bosses. If you want to truly succeed in life and get out of depression, you must humble yourself and learn from them because God established them as your authority not to hurt you, but to protect and provide for you. Huwag kang magalit if they insist on their ways. Kasi kaya nila ininsist yun kasi alam nila yung paraan mo ipapahama ka. But then you say, how do they know? Kasi dinaanan na nila yun. I hope this lesson will help you get out of depression. Depression that was brought upon by your anger towards your parents, your boss, your teachers, and your other authorities. Sana nakatulong tong lesson na to sa'yo. And if it has helped you, share this with other people. Tulungan natin sila. Share this with your family or friends who need to hear this message. Friends, salamat sa pagpapakinig. I hope you will watch all the videos under this Overcoming Depression series. May God bless you and prosper you.